league, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the reigning Super Bowl champs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. It's week 2 of this NFL season. Couple of teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just great momentum off the schneid to start the season. Now, what's ahead for these guys?
Going into week 1 was always kind of an interesting deal, Mike, and I always felt as a player, you prepare months for week 1, and then you prepare 7 days for week 2. It's kind of a very interesting thing, and here you have both teams 1-0, gotten off to a great start. Now you only got a week to turn the page, and you want to get into a normal rhythm week to week of what is a long NFL season. The better you start, the better it makes the end of the year, and you find yourself in that playoff hunt. You want to get these early September games.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Seahawks first down. To throw is Darnold. He'll complete it to Barner. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw again is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Darnold to the air once more. He gets that to his big target, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Pistol snap back to Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Darnold. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Here's Darnold again. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be down as he couldn't get a throw away. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. His kick is perfect. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Let's go. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. That's good for 27. Mike McDonald not. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. He'll get this across midfield down to the 48. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go again with Davis. Oh, big hole left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense ready now for their 2nd drive. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
And he's taken down up past the 35. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Darnold. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now Darnold. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with Davis. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground once more, it's Davis. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
60 by 6, 19 Lions.
Back to throw. Looking to get to the marker, but he comes up short, out of bounds, right around the original line of scrimmage. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it with Davis. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And a short gain there, down only to the 48. 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Benson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third and 6. On the ground, this is Davis. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the 1st half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now this time, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Cardinals 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. Here's Davis. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession.
He is in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. and the Cardinals extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
There's the big tight end, Fant. And he will score. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. The PAT up and good. And the Seahawks are back within 4. It is 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Benson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Now a give to Davis. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by the running back Davis. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be taken down. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Marvin Harrison Cardinals. The extra point is up and through. And the Cardinals are out to a 21-10 lead. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in this 11-point game as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coach and both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their running back set. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Davis. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there. To throw is Darnold. A throw on the run is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's got room to roam. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now a give to Walker, running right. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 2 scores. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, set. Ready.
On first down, it's Davis. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. This is Davis. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Touchdown, Cardinals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and the Cardinals will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Has an opening past the 40. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Darnold. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This one from 49. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Cardinals' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now, faking the give, and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. The Cardinals line up for a punt.
It's 4th down.
And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Darnold to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Up the left sideline. Moving inside the 20. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. On play action, here's Darnold. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Here's Darnold again. It is brought in the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. The extra point is good. And the Seahawks are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed back to take over once more. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this 4th quarter. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off. A run here with Davis. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run. It's Davis. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Check out.
They'll go again with Davis.
Another carry for the running back. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of only
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have a Cards 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground, it's Davis. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
That one complete to Watson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. A run with Davis. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground once more, it's Davis. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he will score again. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Cards offense about ready to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. McBride is the motion man. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it with Davis. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals, as we say, so long from Glendale.